Solana, actually, let me bring them up. They are having a pretty good day, up to about 158, right? Overall, in the last 30 days, down a little bit, but they have recovered from their outage or slowness, right? Seems like all the validators have been patched, but Solana itself is doing well. And you know what? There are a lot of projects within Solana that are also doing well. So this morning I covered an article about airdrops. Now, unfortunately, most of these projects have either airdropped or have had their snapshots taken already. But these are all still fantastic projects that are still relatively low, and they are good to keep your eyes on. It's actually Jupiter, which is DEX aggregator. They have a launchpad. They launched as Zeus Network. And this is quite interesting, and they already airdropped, but they're still only 125 million. They're interesting because they're bringing Bitcoin to Solana. Okay, so that means, and this is like supposedly some very decentralized bridge. So basically, in the future, you're going to be able to trade Bitcoin on Solana. Okay, you don't see that every day. You don't see a lot of chains actually have Bitcoin bridged over. And that is basically exactly what Zeus Network is doing. So bring more liquidity to Solana with the power and strength of Bitcoin. Absolutely fantastic, right? 125 million, still relatively small. Another one is Tensor, which is just an NFT marketplace. Okay, Solana has a few NFT marketplaces, but based on usage, they also airdropped recently, and they're about 143 million, so that's not bad. So both of these are under 200 million. So relatively speaking, still very early projects and plenty of potential to grow. Then you have a project called Kamino, which is a borrowing and lending project, okay? That's coming aboard, a pure DeFi project for Solana. Now, this one, they haven't airdropped yet. So it's kind of like Jupiter and kind of like Jitto, right? So this is already active. And if you want to use it, you earn these points. And eventually, you're going to get airdropped when they are ready, right? And because of it, they have seen a surge in deposits in their liquidity pools because people want to get those juicy coins, right? Tokens. So here's an example of one that also could be doing very well after they launch, and you still have a chance to get airdrop. So, and then there's another one called Drift, which is also DeFi, but it allows you to spot trade and allows you to leverage trade with the DeFi platform. This is interesting. Now you're starting to see, leverage is really, really common with sexes, right? Not so common with dexes. But here's an example of one. They have unfortunately their airdrop didn't happen yet, but unfortunately the snapshot already happened. So that means pretty soon those of you guys that have used it will get it. But that doesn't mean there won't be more. You see, this one is the first snapshot, right? So they're taking a page out of Jupiter. Even though Jupiter did have an airdrop, it's the very first one. And they're going to have 2, 3, and 4, right? Drift is kind of the same thing too. Even though the first snapshot has been taken, doesn't mean that there won't be a second one. There will be, right? So again, it's one of those situations where, hey, if you're already using them already, I'll just cover this one, IO.net. This is kind of a DePIN play. Internet GPUs, basically, they're like a GPU aggregator, right? And you could use the combined power to do whatever you want. Mostly AI, right? That's the new thing. You go with AI. So they are also going to be airdropping soon within the next week or so. So this is one that's interesting because all the other projects in DePIN that has to do with GPU sharing and is involved with AI, they have all skyrocketed to the moon. So this one is a new one. Nosana also exists on Solana, but this IO.net could be interesting when they airdrop and launch. So another one to keep your eyes on. Why is Pepe going up to the moon? Today, actually, all the meme coins, they came up, but they weren't like super pumping. But Pepe did. Pepe's up about 14%. So Why did it go up? It seems like Coinbase, they want to jump in on leverage games. So they're actually going to list Pepe futures on their international exchange and Coinbase Advanced. Okay. That's going to start tomorrow. That's why Pepe is going up. So for those of you guys that are degens, that not only leverage trade, but you leverage trade memes, well, this is coming to Coinbase. But, you know, this already exists. This already exists on other exchanges too. So, but anyways, I think this is the reason why the Coinbase effect is real, of course, right? Okay, because I know a lot of you guys are looking for new exchanges. And almost every, especially for those of you guys in the US, you have noticed that almost every single foreign exchange is now getting shut down, or they are requiring KYC because they're afraid of being attacked by the SEC, right? So a lot of the favorite ones that I've been using for years, for example, like MEXC, they will be shut down to US soon. You can't do KYC. I think as soon as June, they are done. So if you're in the US, you got to get off, right? Something else that I've used before is Bing X, also same thing. They require KYC, and you can't KYC in the US, right? So there are very little exchanges out there that allows you to leverage trade, buy meme coins, and get like hundreds of pairs out there. So I decided to partner up with Bitunix. So I actually met these guys. I met the founders while I was in Dubai, right? Had a really good chat, and they seem to be very serious about building this out, right? And they've been around for a while already, since 2021. Their volume is absolutely insane, and they have mobile apps and online, obviously on your desktop, and they still allow you to get on without doing KYC. No VPN required, US residents okay, and they have like hundreds of pairs too. So I've been using them quite a lot recently, testing them out, and they seem to be okay. So they're my new partner. So in case you guys are looking for a new exchange to replace MEXC or Bing X or whatever else you're using, check out Bitunix. And I actually threw some leverage plays today too. Some are doing well, some are not, but we'll see. I think Bitcoin will continue to go higher, so we'll see.